Hi everyone, it's been a long time I have made the video. Sorry for the delay. Today the topic is application of the virial equations. The two forms of virial expansion are given by the infinite series. That is z equal to 1 plus b prime p plus c prime p square plus d prime p cube plus and so on. Similarly, we can replace this p with 1 by v, that is the z is equal to 1 plus b by v plus c by v square plus d by v cube. So differentiating the first equation for given temperature range, we can differentiate that equation as dz by dp equal to b dash plus 2c dash p plus 3d dash p square plus and so on. So dz by dp at p equal to 0, which is equal to b dash. So the equation of the tangent line is z is equal to 1 plus b dash p. So similarly we can replace b dash with b by rt. So here z is equal to pv by rt, which is equal to 1 plus bp by rt. At low pressures this becomes equal to z is equal to 1 plus b by v. So this equation is applicable up to pressures of 15 bar. If you have pressures above 15 and below 50 bar, then z is equal to pv by rt, which is equal to 1 plus b by v plus c by v square. So here the b and c depend on gas and temperature. So the next thing is a cubic equations of state. So the first cubic equation of state was proposed by J.D. van der Waals, which we call as van der Waals equation. So the van der Waals equation is P equal to RT by V minus B minus A by V square. So here A and B are positive constants. So when you represent in a diagram form, so the P versus V, so we get the isotherms, that is the constant temperature curves for the cubic equation of state. So here we can see P versus V, so the saturation pressure and the saturation volume for the liquid and the saturation volume for the vapor. So here we take three curves, so that is a T1 greater than Tc and another one is a Tc and the next curve is a T2 less than Tc. We will see about these curves in detail. So here the PV diagram shows three different isotherms. So the curve represents the states of saturated liquid and saturated vapor. So for the isotherm T1 greater than Tc, the pressure is decreasing function with molar volume. So you can see T1 greater than Tc, the pressure will be decreasing as the molar volume increases. So the next one is a critical isotherm, that is represented by Tc, which contains the horizontal inflection at the point C. So that point is represented with C. The next one is for the isotherm T2 less than Tc, the pressure it decreases rapidly in the liquid region with increasing volume. Then after crossing this saturated liquid line, it goes through minimum and then rises to maximum and then again decreases, as you can see in the figure. First it decreases and then it goes to minimum and then it increases. So here it crosses the saturated vapor line and continues into vapor region. The next thing is another equation, that is the modern development of cubic equation of state. It's done by Redlich-Kwong. So the equation is known as Redlich-Kwong equation. That is P equal to RT by V minus B minus A by T power half V into V plus B. So this equation has three volume roots and these values of V, they are real, positive and greater than this constant B. So if you take T greater than Tc, then the solution for V gives one real positive root. If T equal to Tc, then this is true, but at Pc, that means critical pressure, all the three roots will be equal to Vc. Similarly, for T less than Tc, one real positive root exists at higher pressures and at lower pressures you will be getting three roots. So this is about the Redlich-Kwong equation and van der Waals equation, which we call as cubic equations of state. So thank you very much. So if you like my video, please subscribe my channel and share, like and comment in the comment section. Thank you.